Well, hello everybody out there in YouTube land, it's Wingnut, and I wanted to welcome you back to my channel. Alright, so I'm sure that everybody's watching what's going on with these hurricanes, with Irma and Jose, and we just had Harvey. And there's a lot of memes flying around. I call them memes, but posts flying around saying, do not give to the Red Cross, it's a scam. Do not give to, you know, this charity, it's a scam. Do not give to the following charities, they're a scam. Where did you get your information from? You do understand that, so let me give you a little background if you don't know what's going on. So there's tons of people out there right now saying that, oh, well, all these charities are scams, they only do so much, you know, they only do enough to make people care. Having been, you know, down in Biloxi, Mississippi, where I was living at the time, stationed in Pascagoula for Katrina, I'm gonna tell you right now, these charities do good things. The American Red Cross does good things, and if you don't want to give money to them, fine, don't give money to them, but don't bash them because you saw a meme on Facebook or Reddit saying that they're scam artists because they spend a quarter of their funding, or the quarter of the donations they receive, on operational and internal uses. You guys haven't realized it costs money to do things. The fuel it takes to get those trucks down there costs money. The training of volunteers costs money. Just because they're a non-profit doesn't mean that the people who actually have jobs at the Red Cross shouldn't get paid. And before you go on about, oh, well, the CEO gets paid X amount of $1 million, well, you know what? He's running a huge, huge business. You know, and a nonprofit is a business in the sense that there is a flow of goods or funding going from one place to another. Now, it is a nonprofit. All right. Someone's running an international company. Think about that. So if someone's doing that kind of work, should they do it for free? Would you want to go into work every day, work, you know, 80 to 100 hours a week, and only get paid, you know, nothing? It doesn't make any sense. And if you're concerned about charities that you can go to and use, there's a organization called Charity Watch. They actually have a website, and I'll put the link in the description below, where you can go and see how your charities do as far as the flow of donation to usage. I just don't get it, guys. I mean, having experienced myself, the American Red Cross does a lot of good stuff. They do a lot of good stuff. You know, it's more than just a blood bank. They do stuff for the military. They do stuff for natural disasters. They do stuff for local disasters. If you have a problem that the Red Cross can help you with, you can just go to them without a natural disaster. That's what the Red Cross is there for. You know, and they are very, very quick first responders. I mean, after the waves and the wind receded during Katrina, and I speak about this because this was my experience. Red Cross was there. I mean, like that, quick, fast, there. And if you get mad because some of the money that got donated there to them ended up helping them run that operation, you might want to examine, you know, a few things in your life. Just saying. And it's not just the Red Cross, you know what I mean? There's the March of Dimes, there's the Cancer Society. There's literally 20, 30 huge international research foundations and nonprofits that survive off of donations to help other people that are under fire because they're taking some of the money they're donated it has been donated to them to keep them up and running. How silly is that? I mean, I can understand people being mad if the money that was going in to run these places, you know, and pay the people who are actual employees of the companies or of the nonprofit, and you know, it was in the millions of dollars, and the whole nonprofit was ran out of a 220, you know, maybe a 2,500 square foot building here in Virginia Beach, and it's got 4 employees, and they're raking in hundreds of millions of dollars, and they only put out a very, very minute amount of help. I get that. That's fucked up. However, we're talking about the American Red Cross. Alright? Even though it says it's the American Red Cross, they do work all over the world. It takes money to fly supplies to Haiti. It takes money to send blood to the troops. So, and you gotta understand, it's a huge operation. So please, 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 if you don't want to donate to them, fine. Don't. Just don't bash them. Don't come out and send a meme going, all these charities are bad, okay? Are you kidding me? The March of Dimes. Right? The March of Dimes, because of their research, children get to live. Because of the things that they do, pregnant mothers have an opportunity to have healthy babies. Why would you not want to do that? You know, and if it's about overpopulation of the world and all that other stuff, man, don't even, I'm not even getting into that. But what I'm talking about is what you don't realize is a lot of the technology that goes into like prenatal care, a lot of the technology and the research that went into helping premature children comes from the March of Dimes. And people are bashing it because it uses money to run. It's a foundation. It's a research foundation. All right? It is a charity and research foundation, and you're mad because they're spending the money on charity and research. Now, if you're listening to this and you're starting to get a little upset because I'm saying these things, you probably own a small bit of what I'm complaining about. Just a small bit. All right, if you're really furious that I'm saying these things and I'm completely wrong and everything, man, I get it. That's your opinion. You know, feel free, light up the comments, because having been through Isabel here in Hampton Roads, Katrina in Mississippi, where I lost almost everything. By almost everything, I mean I had 2 uniforms, a couple of changes of clothes, my car. Really, dude. So, Red Cross helped. FEMA helped. Now, FEMA was a little slow to respond, but once again, it takes time and effort to move that amount of people, of equipment, of resources to an area that's been just devastated, where the roads are impassable, the bridges are shut down because their structural integrity is in question. So, I mean, no one's perfect. No one organization is perfect, and everybody's got their flaws, but please don't fall into this fucking social media trap where people want to just get all bent out of shape because of one post going, oh, so this guy that I don't really know put this post up about this organization that I only know so much about, and by God, you know, he's right. I give money to them all the time and I don't see any of it go anywhere. Please do the research. Please, please, please do the research, and please use like the Charity Watch organization if you're concerned about that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, you know, all these entities are perfect. I'm not saying that there's not flaws in the systems, but what I'm saying is do your research before you start spreading bullshit. You know what I mean? Does that not make sense? Before you get all spun up and you want to share this with everybody you know, do a little research. Find out whether or not what you're getting is just somebody trying to troll. Because yeah, people are going to troll over the victims of Harvey. People are going to troll over the soon-to-be victims of Irma and the victims of Irma and Jose if he hits, like they did after Katrina. All right, and Rita. So don't fall into that trap, please. Do the research. Well, hey everybody, sorry to sorry to kind of end on a down note. I'm not trying to call everyone an asshole, but there are some of us out there, and just try to have a good one. You know, with everything that's going on with these natural disasters that are occurring, please, if you can help out, help them out. All right, that's all I'm asking. If you can't help them out, don't. I mean, do what you can do. But here's a bit of advice from someone who lost his home in a hurricane. Make sure that you get insurance. If you live on the coast, make sure you have insurance. And I'm not talking about just homeowners insurance or renters insurance. Make sure you have flooding insurance, because if you don't understand your insurance policies, you can really get screwed. Storm surge, but in the form of some insurance companies, is considered windborne water, so therefore they don't have to pay for it. Think about that. I can't mention the company that kind of got one over on me due to legal ramifications and lawsuits and all that jazz. But please make sure you have good insurance. You understand what your insurance policy covers, and if your insurance adjuster, doesn't explain it to them, ask them to explain it to you. What does this cover? Does it cover this? Does it cover this? Does it cover this? And yeah, it can get pricey, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you come back to an empty lot where your home used to be, and then you get nothing or next to nothing. It's a rough place to be in. It's a rough place to come back from, and I learned the hard way. I didn't have myself adequately covered. I mean, that's just how it is. Because what insurance is just a group of people that are hedging their bets together. It's like the stock market. All right. Well, hey, you guys have a good one. If you haven't noticed, I'm coming in here to get a cup of Joe here at the Lynn Heavy Coffee Company. Come on. Well, hey, everybody, once again, it's the Wingnut. So, like, dislike, subscribe. It's on you. Have a good one.